welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks so much for watching. This week we are in San Jose and we're meeting with some of the best and brightest companies in the Silicon Valley area. And on our program today is Bruce Belfiore. He's the CEO of BenchmarkPortal. And Bruce, welcome to the show.
It's good to be with you, Rich.
So I've known your company in the contact center benchmarking space for at least 10 years, right? It's a nice run, nice decade run at least.
Yep.
And your company does so much more, and I was hoping we could start off there.
Sure. Okay. Well, we started with the benchmarking, Rich, and if you go back to the origins in 1995, was when we did the first benchmarking studies, and from that actually grew other activities as well. So we now have the largest database in the world of call center metrics, which really we've leveraged for research purposes and also for purposes of consulting, because a lot of people have said to us, okay, you've shown us the benchmarks. We now know that we really are bad in certain areas. What should we do about it?
Right.
So we came up with this methodology which links the metrics to people, processes, and technologies in a very structured way, and therefore helps people to, in fact, utilize that benchmarking information to pick the proper improvement initiatives to get better and better. And so as a result, that has led to consulting with companies because they've asked us to help them with that, as well as to certification, because since we have this very large database, we can objectively say who the best call centers are. And so if your metrics show that in terms of quality and in terms of costs, you're among the best in your industry, then you can be certified as a center of excellence. So that's a program we started. And the other thing is that people would say, one of our big problems is training our people. Can you help us with training? And so we have something called the College of Call Center Excellence, which we originally developed for AT&T back in the 90s, and which we now have in terms of courses that are given both in person as well as online. So we do all of those areas.
Now, call centers typically are areas where the management is so busy they don't have a lot of time. How do they deal with the benchmarking aspect of just their job and also have time to do the other things they need to do?
Right. No, that's a really good question. What we found is that, in fact, because benchmarking does take a bit of time, that managers of call centers tend to benchmark only once a year because they have to go through and find all the metrics, the average speed of answer, the average talk time, all of those metrics. And again, they tend to do it once a year. As a result, benchmarking has been more of a report card than a management tool. When people use it as a tool, we see absolutely spectacular results because they will pick those improvements that will make the most difference to their call center. And it's really very exciting to see how things get better. But we've had to, we are now launching a new product to help them out, which is called iBenchmark. And the idea here is that the ACD will automatically send us the information from their database with regard to their average speed of answer, average hold time, all of those metrics. And we'll be able to take those in and turn them back information and reports on a monthly basis. And we'll also provide one of our experts to meet with them via WebEx on a monthly basis. And the result of that is going to be that you'll be able to find out how well you're doing, pick a series of initiatives that become your plan for the year for improvement, and then actually check in with us once a month so that we can see how you're doing, give you some more advice on how you could be doing even better, or give you some kudos for having done a great job, which is one of the things in our industry needs to be done, right?
Now, how do you contrast your service to other companies that are doing benchmarking?
Well, right now, again, we have the largest database in the world of call center metrics, and so on the benchmarking side, we really don't have anyone else who we come up against. On the consulting side, obviously we do, and on the training side we do. But on the benchmarking side, actually, we kind of stand apart in that that's where we started, and people understand that we're very careful with our database. We make sure that the data in it is good, and so we've become the source for that.
Now, can you tell us more about the Call Talk initiative that your company has?
Sure. We wanted to do something that would be giving back to our community on a regular basis and also be kind of fun. And so Call Talk is a monthly streaming radio program over the internet in which we pick a hot call center topic. We get a specialist in that area in the industry, and I interview that person. And so we have it open to our whole community. People listen to it, and they're able to either email in their questions or actually call in and interact with us. And it's a half an hour format, half hour, 40 minutes maximum, which is good for the call center manager day. And that way we're able to sort of get to the bottom of things in that particular topic. Those episodes, by the way, are all archived and they're online, so you can look them up anytime. So we're very excited about it. It's been very good response to that.
Now, your solutions are available to call centers, contact centers in every space, right?
Yes.
Government as well, right?
Government as well, yeah. In fact, we have been following government sector for 10 years, but recently we've decided to give a new emphasis to that area because the federal government right now needs to be as effective and efficient as possible. And there was a recent federal executive order that came out saying that all federal agencies are mandated to come up with a plan to streamline and to improve their service in terms of their customer contact function. So we have something called FedServe, which is a product that's aimed specifically at that sector and that leverages our database, our methodology and everything, and aiming it toward the government sector.
Certainly, as a taxpayer and on behalf of other taxpayers, I'd like to thank you for that,
You're welcome.
that initiative. So what's next with the company?
Next for the company, I mean, we're putting a lot of effort into the iBenchmark, which is what I just described in terms of a ongoing relationship with customers, and we're actually looking for betas right now, and we're going to be betaing during the third quarter and then going into launch in the fourth quarter of this year.
That's great.
And yeah, so we're very excited about that. We also have an event that's going to be in Las Vegas in October, and I hope you can come. It's going to be a call center campus. We used to do these in years past, and we're going to revive it. And there's going to be courses that people can take, but also networking and sort of discussion on hot topics.
Well, send me an email on it, and I'll definitely try to get there if my schedule's open. I'd love to.
Great.
Thanks.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Love to see you. Okay.
Thanks for being on the program.
Rich, thank you.